There are 200 Americans who hold the keys to fighting climate change. They decide whether we win or lose, and you've probably never even heard of them. So half of all the carbon in America's economy goes through monopoly pipes and wires, your natural gas pipes and your electricity wires. Because they're monopolies, they're governed by a thing called the Public Utilities Commission in every single state. There are 50 of these. So 50 states, 3 to 5 commissioners per state. There's a couple hundred people who control half the carbon in America. So what do? You need to learn who your commissioners are. Then you need to reach out to those commissioners and let them know that you care. Let them know that you care about climate change. Let them know that it's their responsibility to clean up the electricity grid, because they have the power to do that. They can simply vote to do that in almost every state. And we've seen it work. In Nevada, the government, amazingly to me, passed legislation against solar energy. Here you have one of the sunniest states in the country and one of the hottest. And they need energy to run their air conditions exactly when the sun is shining the brightest. Citizens of Nevada thought that was a ridiculous idea, so they protested. They went in front of the Public Utilities Commission of Nevada. They said, let's use this free energy. Let's not ignore it. It's right there for the taking. And they won. And this has happened in state after state after state. How do these things work? Public Utilities Commissions are required to hold hearings. And at the hearings, decisions are made about what the utilities purchase and how clean the system is and how many renewables are out there. I can guarantee you that the utility CEOs, their lawyers, their technicians, their economists are always at the Public Utilities Commission's hearings, making their case for their favorite fuel or their favorite strategy. Join them. Get a few friends, get a few neighbors, do some homework. It doesn't take a lot of time. Go to those hearings. Sign up. You can speak at them. Let them know you care. There are about 200 commissioners in the entire country. Compare that with, say, trying to get 300 million people to switch their diets so they eat less meat. That's a far larger task than simply getting the utilities to start buying the right sources of electricity. We have gas stations everywhere in the country, but we don't have charging stations everywhere in the country. So who's going to take the responsibility for putting in all those charging stations? In California, the Public Utilities Commission decided that the utilities should do that. So finally, instead of saying, I can't buy the electric car because I don't know where I'm going to plug it in, there's charging stations all over and many, many more coming along. That's an example of the kind of power Public Utilities Commissions have to drive the clean energy revolution. If you're serious about solving climate change, you don't have to go to Washington. Go to your local Public Utilities Commissioner, talk to him or her, ask them to do the right things. They're the ones with the power, and they'll listen to you.